Alright, so it's been a while since I've last made a video. I'm sorry if I sound really nasally, by the way, but I felt that I should do a bit of an update video. Hooray! So, work on the Uta video has been really slow. This is in large part to the fact that I'm now in my last year of university, so I'm having to prioritize other things. Sorry about that, that's just how it is. However, I do want to get it made, and I do want it to be good, so there's been a lot of problems with me drafting it, redrafting it, and leaving it for a long time, and then I don't really know or like what I've got. So I think what I'm going to do is I am going to redraft it or do it from scratch, make a draft of it, edit it once or twice, and then say, okay, it's done, I'm going to make it. I'm just going to see what happens, try and make the Uta video to the best quality I can, whether it's 5 minutes or 15 or more. I think, that's probably the healthiest way to go about it, because it is a video I want to make. It's just not been my number one priority, and it is quite a large project, so I think settling on something is better than endlessly sort of drafting and redrafting. So, soon I want to try and release some smaller videos, probably less edited, but just a couple of smaller variety things that I've been wanting to do. So, first of all is a small little sort of storyboarding course. This is something I've wanted to do for ages. I want to get better at doing storyboards, and I think that trying to kind of teach what I know in a video that's easy to access, easy to do, would be really handy. I think it's particularly important because I've not really seen a storyboard video that explains how you can just have them in a video editing software. I know it sounds so simple and obvious, but I don't think I've ever seen that before. So I basically just want to highlight how this stuff isn't that difficult, that you can do it fairly easily. So that's video number 1. Video idea number 2 is, this one's going to be fun. I want to try and look at some of the Ninjago concept artists and just kind of look at their art, try and pick up on some of the techniques, some of the special sort of little things that they do with it, partly because I've been studying them, and I think talking about them and their work would be really cool. But also just because I really like Ninjago. I've been on a bit of a Ninjago kick recently. I might do some other Ninjago videos. I've not really decided that. I also want to kind of have a video reflecting a little bit on this past year, because I think ever since the Kai video up until the most recent video, the Witch Hat video, I've made a decent number of videos. I'm no machine. I'm not making video essays every week or whatever, but I think it would be a really nice time to kind of reflect on this past year, this first sort of year, I would say, where I've really tried to lock in, make videos more often. And yeah, I think that would be fun. Alright. Let's see. Yeah, I also want to return to the format that I had a couple of years ago, where I talked about what I've seen this year. It's annoying that I don't have a video for last year, because I saw a bunch of really cool stuff last year. So I might briefly mention stuff from last year, but I do think that there is more than enough stuff for me to talk about this year, because the few films I have seen have all been really good. There was The Wild Robot, there was Look Back, there was Wild Robot, Look Back, Transformers 1. I don't want to include My Hero movie. And now Arcane and Panic 3 are both coming out. I'm sure those are going to be absolutely fantastic once they're all out. And yeah, so those are some of the main video ideas. And I also want to kind of briefly announce kind of my final university project, which I will occasionally be giving updates to on this channel. I'm going to basically be making a animatic short film and a making of art book to go alongside it. And the thing I'm making is a story about two comedians struggling with mental health. This is called Double Act. Now, I'm not going to say that it's my sole priority, and, updates are not going to be like, I'm going to do one every week, but I'm hoping to make a sort of, like a devlog, I suppose, for lack of a better word. It's weird because I've only really seen those done for video games, so... But yeah, long story short, I'm going to try and do sort of some occasional updates on this project, whether that's the scripting stage, trying to find voice actors, sort of how I go about making it, explaining my thought process a little bit, because I think not only would that be really helpful for me, I think it could be really nice for other aspiring people in the animation industry in particular, because I want to get a bit of a better handle on that process. So, yeah, that one's going to be interesting. I'm curious to see how that goes out. In terms of like other video essays I really want to do, there is always the option of covering the series I've already covered, both Ninjago and Witch Hat feel prime for many, many more video essays. But I'm not too sure, actually. Just off the top of my head, I can't really think of any which I'm like clamoring to make immediately. Yeah, so I might try doing an Adventure Time one, Steven Universe one. I might try and do some collaborations. I have been wanting to do more collaborations. So yeah, that's kind of the main plan. Uta videos still in the works. Probably going to downsize my expectations for it. I want to try and do some smaller, less edited videos, so the storyboards, Ninjago art, and reflecting, and what I saw this year. And yeah, and Double Act, and other than that, I think that's everything. Yeah, also, follow me on Blue Sky, that's new. And yeah, my video essays, for anyone new, are not the most frequent uploads, but I will try and publish them and make it clear when I do have them. So yeah. Okay, quick update video done. Yeah, have a good day, and I hope that you don't have a cold like me. Woo!